Hi, I'm Paula Rayo. I'm a real estate broker with Lake Norman Realty in Denver, North Carolina. Did you inherit a home? I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about inheriting a home and what happens. So, three things you need immediately when you inherit a home: attorney, tax advisor, and a local real estate agent. I can help you with the last one of those three. So there's two terms that you're going to get really familiar with in the situation where you inherit a property. Number one would be the executor. The executor is an individual that could be a family member, that could be an attorney, a court-appointed person, and their job is to ensure that the will of the deceased person is carried out. The second term you need to know is probate. Probate is the actual process itself in which the property is distributed, the will is followed. So that process can take some time. So knowing those two terms, let's get into what happens when you do inherit that home. So you can always keep the home. Can be very emotional, especially if it's the home you grew up in, a home that you visited frequently, something that meant something to you. But keep in mind that you're going to have to pay the taxes, you're going to have to pay the maintenance, you're going to have to pay the insurance, and if there's any mortgage left over, you'll have to pay that as well. So some costs to consider. So another option is you fix it up and sell it. So that is time consuming, but you do get more money for the property. So first of all, you're going to have to go through all the contents. If that's not already been done, you're going to have to donate, sell, discard contents. So you'll need some help with that probably. I know several great resources of where to take things, how to get them sold, great places to donate, people who can help you sort through things, because that's also a very emotional process. I've done that with my father and also mother-in-law and father-in-law. So it is a difficult emotional process, but it definitely helps to have good people, good vendors to help you. So also, when you're fixing it up, you're going to want to fix the major systems, make sure HVAC, heating, cooling, water heater, the roof, all those things, the electrical, the plumbing are all in good shape. So that does take some money, but it can make it really worth it. You could also consider updating if it's out of style. You could update a few things, and I can give you resources as to what is your return on investment in most cases. What's your best investment in updating things? Another choice is to sell it as is. So when you sell it as is, you can just sell it as it is, or you can fix up. I would kind of recommend that you fix up any major safety hazards. But if not, there are investors out there, but keep in mind, investors are going to want a 10 to 20% profit margin when they're buying a property as is. So we've got to price it correctly. One final term that you should know about before going forward with selling a house is the step-up basis. So the IRS, at the time that the person passes, they don't give it the value that the person paid for it, because they could have bought the house in 1972 for, very cheaply. But when the person passes is what they say is the step-up basis. So what is the value of that home when that person passes? So then from then till the time you sell it, you will have to pay capital gains, and any difference in the price between when you inherited it and when you sell it. So all of these things, you need experts. Again, you're going to need an attorney, you're going to need a tax advisor, and you're going to need a local real estate agent. So I'd love to help you with all of these things. Give me a call and I can help you. Bye.